Many Catholic and Orthodox apologists will make arguments against Protestantism, but almost all of them fall into the same trap, which is to confuse non-denominational mega-churches with Protestantism. Once you realise that they're different, almost all of their arguments fall apart instantly, and you will see Protestants are a historic church similar to Catholicism and Eastern Orthodoxy. Let's look at some of their arguments. First, there is a claim that there's 45,000 Protestant denominations, but this is nonsense. Now, the exact number is blurry, but there is at most 6 major Protestant denominations and at least 3. There are tens of thousands of non-denominational churches, that is true, but these are not Protestant. And the reason why they're not Protestant is in the name non-denominational. Next, there is the absurd claim that the Protestant doctrine of sola scriptura means that the Bible is our only authority whatsoever and can be interpreted however you like, but this isn't true. Protestants believe that the scriptures are the highest authority because they're the sole infallible authority, but it must be interpreted through church traditions wherever there's debate over what the scriptures say. Now we'll look at the claim that Protestants think the sacraments of baptism and Eucharist are just mere symbols that don't do anything. Now I've already debunked this myth in 2 other videos of mine, so I won't fully elaborate here, but basically all the Protestant confessions of faith clearly state that baptism does save and that Jesus is fully present in the bread and wine. Next is the myth that Protestants lack apostolic succession for some reason. Here in reality land, all Protestant clergymen can trace their roots back to another clergyman who can go back to another person, and so on, going back to the Reformation where everyone would agree they have succession through the Catholic Church. Some might say that Protestants don't have a valid laying on of hands. Don't know why. But the Church Fathers thought that apostolic succession was a succession of teaching, not a succession of this magical laying on of hands, which the Catholics teach. Lastly, there is the myth that Protestants don't care about church history, but as I've shown in this video a few times already, Protestants do care about church history. The Reformation was an attempt to restore the church to the way it was for the first few centuries, and many of the original reformers were Catholic priests who became Protestant after studying the Church Fathers. Deus Benedictat.